Do you know what I've realized? Waiting for the perfect time is the easiest way to kill your dream as a human being. Hello, my name is Ben Alpha, and today is another episode of Push Chronicles, and I'm really glad to have you here. On today's episode, we are going to be talking about how waiting for the perfect time will kill your dream. So many of us are sitting on ideas, we are sitting on talents, we are sitting on potential, we are sitting on purpose. And what is the reason? Because we are waiting for that one perfect moment to start. We are waiting for when we have the perfect camera, we are waiting for when we have the perfect time, the perfect motivation, the perfect setting to start. I've been there. I've actually wasted time, I've wasted years, I've wasted moments where the only reason I've wasted those times is because I was waiting for the perfect time to start. I want to start a brand, I want to start a business, I want to start, something, but I know that I can actually start it anytime, but then the only reason why I haven't was because I was waiting for the perfect time. I was waiting for the perfect setting. So it took me years, it took me a lot of time. And I've gotten to understand that I'm not the only person that goes through this. Like every individual will go through this. I was speaking to a friend recently, she is starting a business, and I love to relate with people who actually, want to start something new or something amazing. And, what she was saying is that she is so afraid. Like she's so afraid. She has not even started, but she's thinking, oh, how is she going to start? But then she's making the move, but then she's scared. So the only thing I could tell her at that point was just start. Start scared, just start. Because if you're waiting for the perfect time, that is a lie that we feed ourselves with, and it causes us to procrastinate, it causes us to use fear as our standard, it causes us to limit ourselves, and by then we will lose what we can get when we start. We lose our track, we lose track of what we should get at that point. Here is the truth. The feeling ready is not what you create, it is what you get along the way. Because when I was about to start this YouTube channel, I made the first video telling you guys that the reason why I'm starting this YouTube channel. And for me, I didn't wait. I didn't want to wait for when I was like fully prepared. I have the full settings, I have the lights in the background, I have everything. I didn't want to wait for that because I know how it's going to limit me. So this time around, I told myself, I'm just going to start ASAP. I'm going to start immediately. Like immediately I got the drive to start. I didn't waste time. I went to my channel, I created it, and I started immediately. And if you noticed, I changed as we went on, and I'm still changing, I'm still learning, because along the line I'm going to learn a lot of stuff. I'm going to have new changes, I'm going to rebrand, I'm going to get more content that is going to keep people engaged and etc. I'm going to move from educational to something that is very great, not just because of views, but because I want to push myself and also push you. So that is what this is all about. I've realized that messy actions, it pushes and it defeats procrastination, because you are getting messy along the way. You are learning, people are telling you you are doing this wrong, you have to do this, you can change this and all that, because nothing moves unless you do. Nothing really moves unless you do. And it's the same thing applied to every other places. If I am teaching someone and I'm helping someone to grow and you don't push yourself, I wouldn't find the need for me to keep pushing you for you to grow. So nothing moves unless you do. If you want to start something, that stuff cannot move. That stuff cannot start by yourself unless you start. It can get messy along the way, but as long as you've started, you keep going. That is the theory. That is how it should be. That is how it works out. So growth, clarity, confidence, this is what comes when you start. If you don't have to be too perfect, you don't have to wait for the perfect time for you to start. You don't have to wait for the perfect time for you to start that business, for you to move forward, for you to chase your goals. Chase it scared, chase it anyhow you can. As long as you've started, along the way you would find the need for you to grow. You will find what you need. You will understand, you will learn, you will adjust. A lot of things will come in place that will help you to do better. And that is how it works. So you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be the best. You don't need to have everything. You don't need to be the best at what you do at that point. But as long as you've started and you're willing to learn and you're willing to get it, you are moving with it. It takes time, yes, it takes time, but then because you've started, you will find your place. So that is what I'm trying to tell you today on Monday. It's what is going to help us in our push journey. The earlier we start, the better we move. So it is better that you start now. Go back to your drawing board. What is that thing that I've been planning that fear has been drawing me back? What is that thing that I've been wanting to do and it has not been going through because of this, and that? I'm looking for my water. But start. That is the whole essence of everything. Start small, start scared, start ugly, start however. If you are waiting for perfection, if you're waiting for the right moment, there is no right moment. You will end up waiting forever. So if this hits you, please drop a comment, drop your like, subscribe, and share to people that needs it. Because right now is the time for us to take our push journey to the next level. And I want to have you join me. I want to have you go with me, and let's not stop. Do not wait for the right or perfect moment for you to start. Start now. See you on Wednesday. Bye.